Hello and thank you for joining me today. I'm Karen from tillycrafts.stampin'up.net and I'm bringing you these 3 cards today. We're going to make 3 cards. So this is with the new Perennial Lavender Suite. If you've watched a previous video, I've shown you everything. But today we're just going to use the papers, these Perennial dies, and I'm using this Happy Birthday out of the Circle Sayings. I did actually use a different Happy Birthday on there, but I can't remember where I got that one from. But it's fine. I'm sure it's not. No, it is the same one. Oh, I'm going mad. So, what we need for these is some paper. I have shown all this paper before, so I'm not going to show you it all again because it's on a previous video. I'm just trying to find the sheet that we're going to use today. Is it this one? Yes. So this is the one we're going to use today. Beautiful, love this. And what we're going to do is we're making 6 cards. Well, I'm going to make 3 of them. I've already, as you can see, made 3. So this is the 12 by 12. So all I did was cut it in half for those 3 cards, and I have this piece left. So we have a simple one, straightforward and simple. We have one that's stepped up a little bit, it has a layer and a sentiment stamped up, and then we've gone for one that's a bit more. So we've got one of the panels on dimensionals, we've got the label on dimensionals, and we've brought a bit of twine in. And I don't know if you can see, I have Winker Stella'd it. Well, all of them have got Winker Stella on. Can't have too much Winker Stella. And I've used the new gems, the purple fine shimmer gems. Alright, so I'm just going to pop those up there. I need to bring my trimmer in to trim this paper down. And which was the first one? Right, so I'm turning my paper this way because I want one that measures 3 7/8, because that is going to be this one. I'll trim that down in a minute, and then we're going to turn it back round, and this one is going to be 3 7/8. No, because that cuts my butterfly up. So let me have a look. So this one wants to be 3 5/8. That's right, it doesn't cut my butterfly up then, because then what I did is I cut it this way. So I took it off this side instead of chopping my butterfly off. Right. Actually, that one's a lot smaller than it should be. That one's fine. I have no idea what I have done there, but we can sort something out. And this one needs to be 5 5/8. These both need to be 5 5/8. And we'll sort out the mess I've made of that in a minute. Right. It wouldn't be me if I didn't make a mess. So for this we need 2 white bases and 1 Highland Heather base. This is an A4 sheet, scored in half and then cut in half, and I've done the same with this. So for the first card we want the white one. Just bone folder that. That's just going to fit on there like so. We've got our Happy Birthday ready to go, and I'm using Starry Sky because that is one of the colours that is in this. And then all I'm going to do is stamp happy birthday. Pretty. And that, apart from the gems, is that card finished. How quick and simple is that? That's card number 1. I'll put the gems and the Winker Stella on after. Right, so this is the next one. And as you can see, I've got it way too small. But we're not bothered. We shall bring in Starry Sky Base. And if I layer that up like that, it should look okay. I think what I did is I cut it a bit bigger and then just the same size as the first one, which you can do, and I gave it a smaller border so you can see which one you like best. See, that's just got a bigger border, whereas this one had a very narrow border. So I cut this the same size as the first one, layered this up on a piece and just skinny cut it all the way round. But it's fine, we can work with that. Using a bit of Tombow, so I've got a bit of wiggle room. There we go, that's nice. So we just need a happy birthday for this. And I did already have some shapes cut out. And I put them somewhere safe, like over here. So there was this one. Let's have a look. So this one here, I cut out that, and I'm using that on this one. Bring Starry Sky back in. That's pretty. Might put that one up top actually on this one. Have any of you got the new catalogue yet? And have you got anything that's your favourite out of it? Like I said, I think this is going to be my favourite because of all the purples. I love purple. Right, so we'll go up here. And then we'll bring the gems back in, she says, after she's hidden them. Oh, they're right at this side, look. Looking in the wrong place, totally. And I think we will go with the Highland Heather on these ones. And a little one. There we go, I really like that after my near disaster. So that just shows you can either have, this is going down by 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 centimetre, and that is just giving it a very, very skinny border on that side. Right, so that's those two done. See how quick these are? They are quite quick, aren't they? This will be the problem one. Right, so I have this, we need to chop it. So we're going to chop it roughly about 2 1/4 or 2 1/8. Do 2 1/8. That's lovely. And then we're just going to get both of them. You can cut them however deep you want them. Just thinking As long as I've got the butterfly on, I don't mind how small or big. So we just keep them the right way round on here. And if I remember rightly, I gave this quite a skinny border. Or in fact, I think I chopped some off. But we will not do that on this card. We will like do it a bit different. Nothing wrong in being different. So this will be a skinny bordered one. Just trying to line it up. Skinny border. Oops. Like so. What I should have done is cut this paper, the DSP, a lot skinnier. Where's my card base gone? Did have another card base? We know we did. Here it is. Not that one. Yeah, so if on these, if you'd cut them another, like if you'd have took ½ an inch off, then it would have fit on and you can cut it up. We're still going to cut it up, but we'll have a very narrow border on it. Very narrow borders, but we don't mind. And this is the tricky one because there's not much room. And the same on this one. Just going to take a little bit off this one. It doesn't look level. To me, that's better. Right, I think we're sorted now. So it's just a case of putting them on the card. Like you see, there's not much wiggle room, but that's fine. There we go. That's good, isn't it? I've managed to get one card exactly the same and the other two totally different. But that gives you options. I've just dropped the glue. This one I'm going to actually pop up. I only popped the one panel up because I also popped the sentiment up as well. Oh, my fingers. There we go. disaster averted. Right, so on this one we need a small label. Did you see what I did with my labels? Got some here. So, typical, I haven't got any of the right size. So, that is fine. What we'll do is we'll cut a couple out. So, we want this die and that one. Give me 2 minutes and I'll run these through. I think these are going to be my new favourite dies. And have you seen in here, there's actually this little, it's not a die, it embosses. So you can emboss a little postmark on your envelopes if you so wished. Not the right size yet. Coming back here with this lovely starry sky. I'm glad this features in quite a few of the stuff in the catalogue, because I really like it, and in the designer series paper. Right. Oh, look, I've just smudged that. Oh, right. Come off. Typical. What did I do with the die? I leave it under that. I did. Stamping it again. I will not touch it. We shall leave that for a minute to dry before I put it on. But what I do want is I need to put my twine on. So I worked out my twine's roughly going to go about there. So what I shall do is I'll put a bit of seal over here, because that's where I know my label's going to go. Bring in this Simply Elegant trim. This is an online exclusive, which you can get by the online shop. Just run your nail down it and it goes straight. I'm just going to put a few loops around here, like so. Oh, might do one extra. Make it that totally bit different. I know it looks a mess at the minute, but when you get your sentiment on, you're not going to see it. Let's try not to put my fingers on it this time. Turn it over. There we go. Fab. Put some dimensionals on it. And this will help keep it down as well. So my sticky stuff's there, so I'm going to pop it on straight even. Oops, there we go. And just finish that off with a couple of gems as well. Not use these ones, and I think I shall use these. they're quite pretty. Fabulous. Right, let's move some of this stuff out of the way. Then we shall just come in with the Winker Stella. So I want that one and that one. Oh, this one needs gems on. Oh, where have I just put the pokey tool? See, this is what happens. I put stuff down and it just, oh, it's there. They just usually disappear. Oh, one of these light ones. Fab. And then my Winker Stella. All I did was I just went over some of the flowers, the little butterflies, like so. Could have actually just splattered it, but and it just gives that extra bit of shimmer. There we go. I really hope you've enjoyed that. Like I said, I've given you a couple of alternatives. So that was the stepped hook one with more of a border, less of the border. Then we had this one, and that's got a bigger border on it. And then we have the simple one, which is exactly the same, apart from the dots are a different colour. But that's 6 cards out of one sheet of 12 by 12. I don't, like I said, I don't normally put sentiments in the middle until I know who they're for. But thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope you'll come back again soon and see some more projects with these lovely papers, the die sets and the stamp sets. So thank you very much for joining me. See you all soon. Bye.